got quite a few British hits on this fantasy playlist. As a matter of fact, I just spotted this. Two songs by the Sugababes on my fantasy playlist of July 25th, 2004. The Sugababes from England, a girl group, three girls, three women. They formed back in 1998. They put out their debut album in 2000, and they did not look back for about a, oh gosh, 7, 8, 9 year period. They put up about 18 top 10 hits in England. Six of them went to number one in England, including Round. Well, Hole in My Head was number one in England. I got that coming up later on my fantasy playlist. Just fancy that. Not not an impact whatsoever in the States. Nobody here in the United States have ever heard of the Sugababes. If you're watching this video in England, you probably remember the Sugababes. And believe me, I'm the only American in Alabama, of all places. Yes, the state of Alabama. The only person in America who's ever heard of the Sugababes. But anyway, Sugababes in the middle at number 35 on my fantasy playlist is from their third album called Three. Hole in My Head was the first release off that album. Three went to number one in England, and they had another single after that. In the Middle was the third single. In the Middle went to number 8 in England. It was top 10 in the Netherlands, and it was nominated for a Brit Award for Best Single back in 2005. The video was shot in Pinewood Studios, the legendary Pinewood Studios in London, where some of the James Bond films like Octopussy and View to a Kill and For Your Eyes Only, at least some of that film was shot over there in Pinewood Studios, a famed studio indeed, back in the day. But gosh, what else do I need to say about the Sugababes? Gosh, dog, they just the only group that surpassed them in success as far as girl groups go was the Spice Girls. Girls Aloud, they were also very successful in England back in the 2000s. A big girl band back in the 2000s in England. And gosh, dog, my favorite song by the Sugababes. And I remember when BBC's Radio One, the countdown, they played it. Red Dress, around the spring of 2006. That was a killer record, although it's pretty obscure now. But killer song by the Sugababes. Uh, excuse me. About You Now, that was a lovely record by them. Came out back in 2007, 2008. Well, that's it. I ran out of things to say about the Sugababes, at least for now. But then I got another song of theirs coming up later on in the countdown. But here we are at number 35 on my fantasy playlist, July 25th, 2004. Sugababes in the middle.